Hi, roofers. Are you confused about how you run your QuickBooks Online and how you can really get the data out of QuickBooks Online that everyone talks about? So today in this video, I am going to be showing you our dashboard and how it shows all of our profits, our expenses, our cost of goods, everything that we need to know. And I'm also going to walk you through what your bookkeeper, the first things that they would be doing when they're taking a look at your QuickBooks Online and doing your bookkeeping for you. You may have always wondered, what really does a bookkeeper do, and how do they get all these numbers together, and how do they end up on my profit and loss? Basically, all of our income and expenses, we process those, and then we will reconcile your bank accounts and your credit cards. This way we know your numbers are accurate, that they are correct. And then all of these numbers lead over to your profit and loss and your balance sheet. So it works really smoothly, but I'm going to show you, once your bookkeeper has done the weekly bookkeeping or the daily bookkeeping, you can open up this dashboard in QuickBooks and it's going to show you all of your numbers at a really quick glance. My clients really love this part of QuickBooks where they can just click on performance and see all of their numbers. My name is Helen, in case you're new to my channel, and I welcome you. I had a roofing business for over 25 years, doing bookkeeping, customer service, job costing, and all of those things that a roofing company does to be successful in the roofing industry. I help roofing contractors exclusively, help with their profits, help with their bookkeeping, help with their QuickBooks Online. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I do to help clients. And then you can get an idea how your system possibly could be set up to do the same thing. I have an old company, so don't pay any attention to any numbers here. I click the bank transactions, and here we have all the bank accounts, a bank account, a credit card, another credit card, a credit card. So however many credit cards you have connected to your business and how many bank accounts you use in your business, we link these to QuickBooks Online. We automatically get in all the transactions, and then we take and go through all of your transactions and put them in the correct expense or income category. This way we don't actually need receipts from you. Always keep your receipts in a box or in a file so you can have them. If you do want us, say, to send us receipt, we'll click on our categorize, and then we'll just click attachment. And then we will attach it. Our first step is we go through all these transactions and each one of these accounts. And then once we're gone through those, then we'll go to reconcile. And then we will start reconciling according to your bank statement and what the QuickBooks balance is. We reconcile any difference that is between those two balances. Then we are ready to go over to reports. And we can go to your profit and loss. We can pull this report, go through the numbers, and if something doesn't look right, then we'll go back, view whatever the account is, say for instance, the subscriptions, and then we will go through and make sure that these transactions are correct. That is how you end up with your profit and loss. So it's a very quick and a simple process, depending on how many transactions you have per month. And if we see something that we don't know what it is, then we will send you an email the same day and ask you what this is for, what was the purpose of this expense. Go to Business Overview, and here you will see the cash flow trend for the month. So you have a nice chart right there. You can see what your profit and loss is. Here you can say last month, or if you want to know what you did last year, if you wanted to know this quarter to date, then you would have it there. So you can adjust this however you want to see it. And then your expenses, they would go the same way. You can say this month to see what your expenses are. If you did put bills into accounts payable, then it would show those expenses. But then also over to the far right here, we have all of our bank accounts, all of our credit cards. We know what our balances are. Then invoices, you go here and you can see all the invoices that are unpaid, or if they've been recently paid or not deposited or deposited. You can take a look at that to see what open invoices that you do have in order to collect that money. On our sales, you can do it for the last 30 days. You can do it for the last 12 months. And it'll show you a little graph there, what you did in February, April, June, July, October, December. So that gives you a good, or you can do rolling, and they'll give you those. It gives you a lot of great data here. If you did have some deposits coming through where someone paid, you sent an invoice out of QuickBooks and they paid through the QuickBooks payment processor, then it'll show you any deposits that are in process. QuickBooks checking, I would just click hide this. I would not go that route. And then you also have your apps that you have connected. One app with issues 3 if it's not connected correctly. So you can see which one it is. Okay. Go back to our business review. And you can also customize this layout however you want it to look. If you wanted to move this over, then you can move that over. If you wanted to move this down, you can move that down. However you want to review it. Okay, done here. And you also have your cash balance. This gives you another cash flow trend to take a look at, and then more of the same information that you can adjust to depending on what you're looking for. We also have a cash flow, and then it gives you some more criteria here, data that you can take a look at, and you can even click view report. And then show unpaid bills, bill payment list, expenses by vendor summary. You wanted to jump into that, and it would show you that. But we're going to go back to our business review again. So that was your cash flow. Get or receive money, pay a bill, send an invoice. You can still do all from right here. And then your planner. And this is your planner here. You can see any upcoming bills that you do have. Business overview, I think it's really great. A lot of my roofing clients, they love this part, getting things done. I don't really recommend this workspace because in roofing, we don't work it exactly this way. So I wouldn't be doing that part of it. Every day, we're going to click on bank transactions. We're going to click update. And we're going to update all the transactions coming in. If we did want to link a bank account, we would click link account. We can choose whatever bank account that we are trying to link. Our first thing would be just to go through all of the transactions. And if you did send some receipts in here, they would be here if you uploaded, or you can forward it from your email as well. And then we would go into reconcile, which we only do this once a month generally. If I have a roofing contractor and he has 100 transactions or more per week, I reconcile his account every week. So we stay on top of the money. We can put in rules. This is an automation process. Then we can also have our chart of accounts. And if we have any recurrent, this is all our categories that we have here. And then we can also have reoccurring transactions, or we are going to email a bill every month. Click the little pencil mark and edit account info, and you can see what you have in here, okay? It's really easy to do, but you do need to hire a bookkeeper to help you. I always tell roofing contractors, if you're the owner of the business, focus more on the sales, getting your contract, your money in, your sales, and having a bookkeeper doing these other things for you. That's all I had for you today. I wanted you to be able to see your numbers and see where you are. If you do need any help with your bookkeeping, your profits, your job costing, please do reach out to me. And then also there will be a link in the description to our free roofing community, where I have a lot of resources over there for absolutely free. So it doesn't matter what your budget is. It has a QuickBooks Online course over there for you and your bookkeeper that is 13 modules. So it covers everything for a roofing company, not just a QuickBooks Online training, but a QuickBooks Online that trains you how to do your roofing bookkeeping. I'll have a link if you would like to book a session with me that's totally free. We just take a look at your QuickBooks Online or either your profit and loss and see if you have a solid foundation, if you have your job costing set up correctly, because that is key. We have to build everything off of QuickBooks Online from our foundation area. We start building sales on top, expenses on top, salesmen on top, purchasing assets on top. So it is a build-up system that you use with your accounting system. And also, and just speaking of bookkeepers, a bookkeeper not only does just what I showed you there, but we are like looking at the numbers. We're helping you with anything that you need help with. We're involved in your company. We're not sitting there just doing a data entry thing for you. We're really examining everything in there. If we see something that doesn't look good, or it's a charge we don't, recognize it isn't the typical thing you spend money on, then we will ask you about that just to make sure that is a legitimate charge. But a bookkeeper, when we ran our roofing company, I did all the bookkeeping. I did all the filing we had in the office, audits, insurance, answer the phone, take shingle samples to boards, to customers, communicate with customers, setting up appointments, helping with estimates, with invoicing, doing all of these things. Your bookkeeper would be helping you run your business. So be sure and find you a great bookkeeper. If you have any questions, post in the comments or join us over in our free roofing community for training, templates, swipe files, all of those kind of good things to help you grow your roofing company. My mission this year is to help 500 roofing contractors get clarity with their numbers and increase their profits. That's all I have for you today, and thank you, and I will talk to you next week.